Hey everybody, welcome back to Books and Boba. I'm Alyssa and this is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Welcome back to our book reading. This is just a continuation of the night that I am drinking this lavender milk tea. Go ahead and if you remember from the last reading, it's made out of lavender flowers and non-dairy creamer. Here we go. Act 3, Scene 14, Hogwarts, Slytherin Dormitory. Scorpius leans ominously over Albus's headboard. Scorpius. Albus. Psst. Albus. Albus doesn't wake. Albus! Albus wakes with a shock. Scorpius laughs. Albus. Pleasant? That's a pleasant and not scary way to wake up. Scorpius. You know, it's the strangest of things, but ever since being in the scariest place imaginable, I'm pretty good with fear. I am Scorpius the Dreadless. I am Malfoy the Unanxious. Albus. Good. Scorpius. I mean, normally, being in lockdown, being in constant detention, it'd break me, but now, what's the worst they can do? Bring back Moldy Voldy and have him torture me? Nope. Albus. You're scary when you're in a good mood, you know that? Scorpius. Well, Rose came up to me today in potions and called me breadhead, and I almost hugged her. No, there's no almost about it. I actually tried to hug her, and then she kicked me in the shin. Albus. I'm not sure being fearless is going to be good for your health. Scorpius looks at Albus. His face grows more contemplative. Scorpius. You don't know how good it is to be back here, Albus. I hated it there. Albus. Apart from the Polly Chapman fancying you bits. Scorpius. Cedric was a different person entirely. Dark, dangerous. My dad, doing anything they wanted him to. And me. I discovered another Scorpius, you know. Entitled, angry, mean. People were frightened of me. It felt like we were all tested and we all failed. Albus. But you changed things. You had a chance and you changed time back. Change yourself back. Scorpius. Only because I knew what I should be. Albus digests this. Albus. Do you think I've been tested too? I have, haven't I? Scorpius. No, not yet. Albus. You're wrong. The stupidest thing wasn't going back once. Anyone can make that mistake. The stupid thing was being arrogant enough to go back twice. Scorpius. We both went back, Albus. Albus. And why was I so determined to do this, Cedric? Really? No. I had something to prove. My dad's right. He didn't volunteer for adventure. Me. It's all my fault. And if it wasn't for you, everything could have gone dark. Scorpius. But it didn't, and you're to thank for that as much as me. When the Dementors were inside my head, Severus Snape took me to think of you. You may not have been there, Albus, but you were fighting alongside me. Albus nods, touched by this. And saving Cedric. That wasn't such a bad idea. Not in my head, anyway. Though, you know, right, that we definitely can't try again. Albus. Yes, I do know that. Scorpius. Good. Then you can help me destroy this. Scorpius reveals the time turner to Albus. Albus. I'm pretty sure you told everyone that was on the bottom of the lake. Scorpius. Turns out Malfoy the Unanxious is a pretty good liar. Albus. Scorpius, we should tell someone about this. Scorpius. Who? The Ministry kept it before. Do you really trust them not to keep it again? Only you and I have experienced how dangerous this is. This means you and I have to destroy it. No one can do what we did, Albus. No one. No, slightly grandly. It's time that time turning became a thing of the past. Albus. You're quite proud of that phrase, aren't you? Scorpius. Been working on it all day. Act 3, Scene 15. Hogwarts, Slytherin Dormitory. Harry and Ginny move quickly through the dormitory, Craig Bowker Jr. trails after them. Craig Bowker Jr. Can I repeat again? This is against the rules, and it's the middle of the night. Harry, I need to find my son. Craig Bowker Jr. I know who you are, Mr. Potter, but even you must understand that it's against school covenant for parents or professors to enter a house quarters without express permission from... Professor McGonagall charges in behind them. Professor McGonagall, please don't be tiresome, Craig. Harry, you got our message? Good. Craig Bowker Jr. shocked. Headmistress, I was just... Harry pulls open a bed curtain. Professor McGonagall, he's gone? Harry, yes. Professor McGonagall, and young Malfoy. Ginny pulls open the other. Ginny, oh no. Professor McGonagall, then let's turn this school upside down. Craig, we've work to do. Ginny and Harry stay looking at the bed. Ginny, haven't we been here before? Harry, something feels even worse this time. Ginny looks at her husband full of fear. Ginny, you spoke to him earlier. Harry, yes. You came to his dorm and talked to him? Harry, you know I did. Ginny, what did you say to our son, Harry? Harry can hear the accusation in her voice. Harry, I tried to be honest like you said. I didn't say anything. Ginny, and you controlled yourself? How heated did it get? Harry, I don't think I... You think I scared him away again? Ginny, I can forgive you for one mistake, Harry, maybe even two, but the more mistakes you make, the harder to forgive you it becomes. Act 3, Scene 16. Hogwarts, Owlery. Scorpius and Albus emerge onto a roof, bathed in silver light. There's soft hooting all around them. Scorpius. So, I think a simple confringo. Albus. Definitely not. For something like that, you need expulso. Scorpius. Expulso? Expulso and me clearing bits of the time turner from this owlery for days. Albus. Bombarda? Scorpius. And wake up everyone in Hogwarts? Maybe stupefy. They were originally destroyed by using stupefy. Albus. Exactly. It's been done before. Let's do something new. Something fun. Scorpius. Fun? Look, many wizards overlook the importance of choosing the right spell, but this really matters. I think it's a much underestimated part of modern witchcraft. Delphi. A much underestimated part of modern witchcraft. You two are the greatest, you know that? Scorpius looks up, surprised to see Delphi has emerged behind them. Scorpius. Wow, what are you doing here? Albus. I felt it important to send an owl. Let her know what we're doing, you know? Scorpius looks at his friend accusingly. This concerns her too. Scorpius thinks, then nods, accepting this. Delphi. What concerns me? What's this all about? Albus gets out the time turner. Albus. We need to destroy the time turner. The thing Scorpius saw after the second task. I'm so sorry. We can't risk going back again. We can't save your cousin. Delphi looks at it and then at them both. Delphi. Your owl said so little. Albus. Imagine the worst possible world, then double it. People being tortured, Dementors everywhere, a despotic Voldemort, my dad dead, me never born, a world surrounded by dark magic. We can't allow that to happen. Delphi hesitates, and then her face breaks. Delphi. Voldemort ruled? He was alive? Scorpius. He ruled everything. It was terrible. Delphi. Because of what we did? Scorpius. Humiliating Cedric turned him into a very angry young man, and then he became a Death Eater, and it all went wrong. Really, really wrong. Delphi looks at Scorpius's face carefully. Her face sinks. Delphi. A Death Eater? Scorpius. And a murderer. He killed Professor Longbottom. Delphi. Then, of course, we need to destroy it. Albus. You understand? Delphi. I'll go further than that. I'll say Cedric would have understood. We'll destroy it together, and then we'll go to my uncle. Explain the situation. Albus. Thank you. Delphi smiles at them sadly, and then takes the time turner. She looks at it, and then her impression changes slightly. Oh, nice mark. Delphi. What? Delphi's cloak has loosened. An augury tattoo is visible on the back of her neck. Albus. On your back! I haven't noticed it before. The wings. Is that what muggles call a tattoo? Delphi. Oh, yes. Well, it's an augury. Scorpius. An augury? Delphi. Haven't you met them in Care of Magical Creatures? They're sinister-looking black birds that cry when rain's coming. Wizards used to believe that auguries' cry foretold death. When I was growing up, my guardian kept one in a cage. Scorpius. Your guardian? Delphi looks at Scorpius. Now she has a time turner. She's enjoying the game of this. Delphi. She used to say it was crying because it could see I was going to come to a sticky end. She didn't like me much. Euphemia Rowell. She took me in for the gold. Albus. Why would you want a tattoo of her bird, then? Delphi. It reminds me that the future is mine to make. Albus. Cool. I might get an augury tattoo. Scorpius. The Rowells were pretty extreme Death Eaters. 1,000 thoughts were inside Scorpius's head. Albus. Come on, let's get to destroying. Confringo? Stupefy? Bombarda? What would you use? Scorpius. Give it back. Give us back the time turner. Delphi. What? Albus. Scorpius, what are you doing? Scorpius. I don't believe you were ever ill. Why didn't you come to Hogwarts? Why are you here now? Delphi. I'm trying to bring my cousin back. Scorpius. They called you the augury. In the other world, they called you the augury. A slow smile grows on Delphi's face. The augury? I rather like that. Albus. Delphi? She's too quick. Leveling her wand, she repels Scorpius, and she is stronger. She is far stronger. Scorpius tries to keep her back, but she quickly overpowers him. Delphi. Fulgari! Scorpius's arms are bound in vicious, luminous cords. Scorpius. Albus, run! Albus looks around, bewildered, and then starts to run. Delphi. Fulgari! Albus is propelled to the floor, his hands tied by the same brutal binding. And that is the first spell I've had to use on you. I thought I'd had to use plenty more. But you're far easier to control than Amos. Children, particularly male children, are so naturally pliant, aren't they? Now, let's sort this mess out once and for all. Albus. But why? But what? But who are you? Delphi. Albus, I am the new past. She puts Albus's wand from him and snaps it. I am the new future. She pulls Scorpius's wand from him and snaps it. I am the answer this world has been looking for. Act 3, Scene 17. Ministry of Magic, Hermione's office. Ron is sitting on Hermione's desk eating porridge. I can't get it over it, really. The fact that in some realities we aren't even, married. Hermione. Ron, whatever it is, I've got 10 minutes until the goblins show up to talk security at Gringotts. Ron. I mean, we've been together so long. Married for so long. I mean, so long. Hermione. If this is your way of saying you want a marital break, Ron, then to be clear, I will skewer you with this quill. Ron. Shut up. Will you shut up for once? I want to do one of those marriage renewal things I've read about. Marriage renewal. What do you think? Hermione, melting slightly. You want to marry me again? Ron. Well, we were only young when we did it the first time, and I got very drunk. And well, to be honest, I can't really remember much of it, and the truth is, I love you, Hermione Granger. Whatever time says,
I'd like the opportunity to say it in front of lots of other people. Again, sober.
She looks at him, she smiles. She pulls him to her, she kisses him. Hermione. You're sweet.
Ron. And you taste of toffee.
Hermione laughs. Harry, Ginny, and Draco walk in on them, and they move to kiss again. They spring apart. Hermione. Harry! Ginny, and, Draco! How lovely to see you.
Harry. The dreams, they've started again. Well, they haven't stopped.
Ginny. And Albus is missing again.
Draco. Scorpius too. We've had McGonagall check the entire school. They're gone.
Hermione. I'll get the aura summoned immediately, and I'll...
Ron. No, you won't. It's all fine. Albus, I saw him last night. It's all good.
Draco. Where? They all turn to look at Ron. He's briefly disconcerted, but batters on. Ron.
I was having a couple of fire whiskies with Neville and Hogsmeade, as you do, setting the world to rights, as we do, and we were coming back quite late, very late, and we were trying to work out which flue I would use, because when you've had a drink, sometimes you don't want to use the tight ones, or the turny ones, or...
Ginny. Ron, if you could get to the point before we all strangle you.
Ron. He hasn't run away. He's having a quiet moment. He's got himself an older girlfriend.
Harry.
An older girlfriend?
Ron.
And a cracking one at that. Gorgeous silver hair. Saw them on the roof together near the Owlery with Scorpius playing gooseberry. Nice to see my love potions being used well, I thought.
Harry.
Her hair. Was it silver and blue?
Ron.
That's it, silver and blue, yup.
Harry.
He's talking about Delphi Diggory, niece of Amos Diggory.
Ginny. This is about Cedric again? Harry says nothing, thinking fast. Hermione looks around the room, concerned, and then shouts out the door. Ethel! Cancel the goblins! Act 3, Scene 18. St. Oswald's Home for Old Witches and Wizards. Amos's room. Harry walks in, wand outstretched with Draco.
Harry, where are they?
Amos.
Harry Potter, what can I do for you, sir? And Draco Malfoy. I am blessed.
Harry.
I know how you use my son. Amos. I've used your son? No, you, sir. You used my beautiful son.
Draco.
Tell us now where are Albus and Scorpius, or face the profoundest consequences. Amos. But why would I know where they are?
Draco.
Don't play the seniority card with us, old man. We know you've been sending him owls.
Amos.
I've done nothing of the kind.
Harry.
Amos, you're not too old for Azkaban. They were last seen at the Hogwarts Tower with your niece when they disappeared.
Amos.
I have no idea what you are.
He stops a beat, confused.
My niece?
Harry.
There are no depths to which you won't sink, are there? Yes, your niece. Are you denying she was there under your express instructions?
Albus.
Yes, I am. I don't have a niece.
This stops Harry.
Draco. Yes, you do. A nurse. That works here. Your niece, Delphine Diggory.
Amos.
I know I don't have a niece because I never had any brothers and sisters, and nor did my wife.
Draco.
We need to find out who she is now.